What's up guys, Virus Comics here. In today's video we're gonna discuss why Spider-Man is holding his punches and what would happen if he, wouldn't hold his punches and punch at full force. So without further ado, let's begin. So there are many scenarios in which Spider-Man is not holding his punches and he punches at full force. But first, I would like to say why he holds back his punches. And here's why. A thing that a lot of people do not understand or do not get about Spider-Man is that he's super strong. He has massive power. I mean, you see him hold a boat from separating into two, or stop a train that's at 100 miles per hour. Don't you think he can just punch a hole through his enemies? He possesses massive power, but the reason why he doesn't kill his enemies is because he's just a teenager and he doesn't believe that killing is the right way, and he took that from Uncle Ben, and that's where the significance of the phrase, with great power comes great responsibility, because if you're not responsible with your power, it can get out of control and you can kill a lot of people with it and do a lot of damage. But I think the main reason why a lot of you are watching this video is you want to know the scenarios in which Spider-Man doesn't hold his punches and punches at full force. And luckily, there are many examples. So let's go through them. The first one, which is the most obvious one, is in Spider-Man No Way Home. In the first fight between Peter and Green Goblin, you can see him holding back his punches. I mean, he punches Green Goblin like 7 times and Green Goblin laughs. He barely even punches, but after Aunt May dies, he's not holding his punches in the second fight. And so he beat the Green Goblin brutally in 10 seconds. Just like that, 10 seconds he beat him, he got his glider, and if it wasn't for Toby, he would have killed him with his own glider. That's a lot of power. In that moment he wasn't holding back. He just you can clearly see he wanted to kill him. He even said it himself. So the second scenario I found which Spider-Man is not holding back is in Spider-Man 3 from Sam Raimi's trilogy, with Tobey Maguire. In the first fight between Spider-Man and Sandman, you can clearly see Sandman is kicking, Spider-Man and beating him effortlessly. But in the second fight, after Peter gets the symbiote, after he finds out that Sandman had something to do with the killing of his uncle, he just straight up goes to the subway where he fights him, and Spider-Man effortlessly beats Sandman so bad that he barely manages to escape. Spider-Man at a moment thought he killed him. Sandman barely got out of there alive. I think that was the most scariest moment for Sandman. And in that moment, Spider-Man was just a ruthless killing machine. He was absolutely furious, and that rage, made him use his full strength. So that's how he, was able to beat Sandman so easily. I have 2 more scenarios to show that should probably, give you sort of an idea what strength Spider-Man possesses. So in this third scenario, in a comic book series, I'm a big comic book fan, but I haven't really read this one. It's just I saw it, and I saw the page between Spider-Man and the Hulk to fight, and at that moment, Spider-Man was using his full strength, not because he was angry, or because he wanted to kill Hulk. No, but he realized it's the Hulk, a giant monster, and he can't just beat him, without not holding his punches. So he punched at full force and actually, took care of the fight and beat the Hulk in that comic series. Spider-Man, as a teenager, beat the Hulk, which is a, giant monster. So that is another scenario in which he, uses full strength. So I saved the fourth scenario for, this scenario for last, because it's the most brutal and probably the best example of Spider-Man not holding back. So, in a comic book series, after Kingpin almost had Aunt May killed, Spider-Man finds out about this, and he goes to pay a visit to Kingpin's, prison, where he humiliates Kingpin. He beats the living crap out of Kingpin. Kingpin barely even stood a chance. He barely even got to, lay a punch, while Spider-Man was just hitting him like a monster. At the end of the fight, Kingpin was struggling to get up, and Spider-Man grabbed him and threatened him, that Aunt May's at the hospital, but if he goes there and finds Aunt May dead, he'll come back and finish the job. And he left the prison, and Kingpin was just knocked on the ground, humiliated, blood all over the place, teeth missing. He was destroyed, literally. So I think this last scenario was the best example of what Spider-Man can do when he doesn't hold his punches. He literally destroyed Kingpin easily. And Kingpin is a big guy, he has muscles, he works out. Spider-Man just, made him his play toy. I also seen this comparison, on YouTube between Captain America and Spider-Man. I'm not usually a guy who goes into comparisons because I feel like they're toxic nowadays. Like, back in 2014, 2013, someone would say, who do you think would win between, I don't know, Spider-Man and Venom? Someone would say Spider-Man, someone would say, Venom, and each would come up with an argument. Nowadays, it's just an entire war. And I feel like comparing comic book characters is not as fun as, it used to be. But if Spider-Man were to fight Captain America, I think if Captain America didn't have, Mjolnir, Spider-Man, if he was at full strength and, wasn't holding his punches, he could have probably killed him. In fact, probably all Spider-Man movies would be over in 10 minutes because all Spider-Man's enemies would just be dead. They would have a hole into their chest. That's how strong Spider-Man is. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify how powerful he is. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like it, then please like and subscribe. I try my best to make these videos as good as I can, but I just started making them, so I'd really appreciate your support. But yeah, anyways, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.